That was interesting. So the Danish Girl, directed by Tom Hooper, starring Eddie Redmayne. So Eddie Redmayne, is married to Alicia Vikander. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. They are two artists. Going into this movie, I had no clue how much history was behind it. So the movie starts off in Copenhagen, and this, if you're here and you're watching this review, you know it is a romance, but it's just not a romance. This is a biography. This is about one of the first people who got a sex change. So Einar, played by Eddie Redmayne, his wife is Gerda, who played by Alicia Vikander. And Alicia Vikander, she's like extremely hot, very very good looking, to the point that I would give her a baby Steph Curry by the first day of summer. Yes, by the first day of summer. I'm sure I would do that by summer. You can book it. They're both artists, but it seems like he is the better of the two. So one day she is going to finish up her piece, and the woman is not there. So she has Eddie Redmayne fill in, and soon as she has him fill in, he goes and puts on the stockings and puts on the heels. And soon as he puts on the stockings and heels, you can completely see he becomes mesmerized and continues to look at himself in the mirror, and he completely, it's like an out of body experience for him. In the meantime, I believe this woman was Gerda's friend. I can't remember. She comes in and she sees them, what they're doing, and they all laugh, and that's when she gives Eddie Redmayne, who is Einar, the name of Lily. Eddie Redmayne as Einar, as when he was not Lily and not wearing a dress and heels and all that stuff, he was looking very, very sharp, from his hair, from the way he walked, the way he talked. His suits were very clean, very sharp. He was on point. So one day, Gerda's friend that I brought up in the beginning, she invites both of them to some type of event, some kind of dinner. And Eddie Redmayne, he does not want to go. So his wife Gerda, she comes up with the idea of maybe he should go as Lily, and maybe no one would recognize him. Don't really have too much to complain about this film. The one thing I do look at, and there's no offense to Eddie Redmayne, but Alicia Vikander, she is very high. I could not see them two off of how they look to be together. So I guess opposites kind of do attract, but they both are artists, so they're pretty much not opposites. But it totally works out because the acting in this is top-notch acting. Eddie Redmayne, he was top-notch. Alicia Vikander was top-notch. I actually called for Alicia Vikander's Oscar that she got, so I was right about that. Just talk about this little piece right here. Eddie Redmayne in this movie was completely phenomenal, to the point where, for my money, in my opinion, I would pick his performance in this movie, The Danish Girl, over Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. It's not saying that Leonardo DiCaprio was bad, but just for my money and just for my opinion, I would have taken Eddie Redmayne over Leonardo DiCaprio. And the other issue I had with this movie, like, I don't know how the real girl was in real life, but they made her seem like an angel. The way Alicia Vikander was in this movie is the woman I want. Like, she's just so understanding. Soon as Eddie Redmayne puts on the stockings in the beginning of this film, like I said earlier in this video, it's like he was like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man when he first got his powers, and how much of just a great wife, just a great woman she was, and she was a model wife that any man would want. I don't know if that was true or what, but that's probably a little nitpicky thing I'm going at right here. But she was completely an angel in this film. Like I said, there's so much history that I did not know. I did not know that I thought that the whole beginning where he helps her out with her piece and he begins to put on the stockings and heels, I thought everything clicked and started there. But what most don't know, who don't know the story, it's so much bigger than that. And the way he feels has, it's been decades and decades of just him going through this person that he truly is not. So a little bit something interesting to point out, that Einar, as it became Lily, actually wrote in the diary and wrote and wrote and wrote. I'm not gonna go and find any writings, but it's just something interesting to point out. Reading makes me sleepy, so I'm not gonna go find any passages. Vikander, her character, was very understanding and very, very loving and very helpful to her husband. There is a scene at the end where you kind of want to just cry. You don't want to cry for Eddie Redmayne's characters, but you want to cry for Gerda because of what she's going through and how much at some point she just wants her husband back. In the cry, if I can compare it, her cry in that is it's so painful but so quiet. It's kind of like the cry, Meryl Streep's cry from at the end of Sophie's Choice. It's that painful, but it's very, very quiet. So at the end, I have to say I did enjoy this. I was intrigued and wanted to know more and more and more about what was the mindset of Lily, or Einar, as he was going in between these two transitions. Top-notch acting, very nice pacing. The movie is not too long. It's not one of these drama romances that takes forever. It's not 2.5 hours. I have to say that the movie, The Danish Girl, is a 78 out of 100. Did you see it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What is your 0 through 100? Guys, like, subscribe. More movie reviews coming. Thanks for watching.